Let's talk about the mindset to overcome approach anxiety. So basically mindset just mean how you think, because how you think will produce your actions, and your actions will produce your results. So if you're thinking the right way, you will take action. If you're thinking in the wrong way, you will not take action and you will get results, or you will not get results. So this is just what mindset mean. And remember to work on both. So work on your emotions and also work on mindset. So don't be stupid and say, no, I will only work on mindset, I will only work on emotions. So work on both, because working on mindset and also in the next lessons, that's also working with exercise I already gave you in the previous lesson. It's everything is helpful, especially like mindset and exercises to take the first step, and then for the long term you have it's mandatory to work on your emotion, otherwise you will not remove the approach anxiety for the long term. Would you like to discover the Italian system that has enabled over 1,400 men in the last 5 years to approach girls live and have sex with them almost always on a first date? If so, access the new program From the Approach to the Bedroom, which includes also my direct support. Access 60% off until March 21. Click on the link in the description for more information. Okay, so this lesson about mindset, we will start with more general things about mindset, and this lesson will continue with the next two lessons about fear of being rejected and fear of being judged, because those two fears are actually, there is a lot of mindset involved on those two fears. For example, with the fear of being judged from other people, many times nobody is judging you, nobody is thinking to you, and it's everything in your head. So it's how you think that will produce the fear of being judged from other people, but we will see it in the next lessons. So repeat this lesson and the next lessons that we will see about approach anxiety. Repeat actually every lesson of this video course, about also the other lessons about my future video courses, and especially those lessons about approach anxiety, and especially those lessons about mindset. Repeat those lessons not 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times. I'm not kidding, okay? So let's start with the first mindset of this lesson. So lost for lost, go anyway. So what does it mean? If you see a girl in the street, in a mall, in a supermarket, in a club, or wherever you are, and you are not going to talk to this girl, you just lost her. If you go and you get rejected, you just lost her anyway. So you only have something to earn, because if you go to talk to this girl, you can potentially get a number, of course, if you do the right things, so that we will see later in this video course. You can potentially get the number, having a date, having sex, maybe she will become your girlfriend. We will see it a little bit in this lesson. So you have only something to earn. So lost for lost, go anyway. Another mindset is focusing on warming up to be ready for the right girl. For right girl, I don't mean the girl that you will get married with. So you will understand now what I mean. So focus on warming up to be ready for the right girl, so you will remove the focus from the idea of getting rejected. So for example, when you arrive in field, for example, maybe in the street, in the day, and you see the first girl and you say, oh no, she's going too fast, of course, for sure, she will reject me, and you don't go. Then the same for the second girl, the third girl, the fourth girl, and maybe the fifth girl. It's a girl that is more compatible with you, and you like her because she's cute. You also got to talk to that girl, but it's the first approach of the day, and if you're a beginner, you're not warmed up, and so your skills are not like so warmed up. Your conversation will not be so fluent, and so maybe you will be not so much confident because you haven't done any warm-up that day, and you will lose this girl because you haven't done the warm-up talking with the girls before, with the other girls before, and maybe you just lost a girl that you could potentially have sex with. Maybe you just have lost your future girlfriend. Okay, and instead, if you arrive in field and you see the first girl, and you just go to talk to this girl, not thinking, oh, I will get rejected or those kind of things, but you go to talk to that girl thinking, I will go to talk to this girl to warm up my skills, my conversation, so later when I will approach the right girl that I will be more compatible with, I will be prepared and I will not get rejected, and I will have the opportunity to get the number, have a date, have sex with this girl. Another mindset that is very important, that this was one of the mindset I was using the most at the beginning, is just do it for the reference. Maybe you already heard this mindset, because it was a very popular mindset that people were teaching in US in 2015, 2016, and one of the people that were teaching this mindset was always teaching this mindset in a very funny way. He was always saying, do it for the reference, do it for the reference, and also people, they were creating funny images, memes about this, and so it became like super viral. So I don't know, maybe if you already was in the, if you already were in this environment, maybe in 2015, 2016, maybe you remember. And every time I was out with other friends approaching girls, and now I will explain you why it's very important. But every time I was out with other friends approaching girls, for example, maybe in the day, maybe I was out with just another friend, a girl was walking by, I was watching the girl, and also my friend was watching the girl, and then we was watching each other, and so one of us was saying, do it for the reference. And so one of us was going to talk to this girl, and every time we were doing this. And so what is the mindset, why it is important? Because if you don't if you are not doing experiences, many experiences, you will not get good fast, and actually you will not get good. Okay, so to become good fast, especially, you have to make a lot of experiences. So, and if you are cutting experiences because you're saying, oh no, she's walking too fast, you will get rejected, maybe she's married, maybe I don't know, she's waiting someone, or maybe there are too many people around her, I don't know, in a club, I don't know, the environment is too, okay, there is too loud music, she's with friends, all your excuses, you're always cutting experiences that you can that you can do. And if you are cutting experiences, you will not get good. Also with dates, if you are sometimes I was understanding from the beginning that this girl, maybe she doesn't have so much experience about dating, and so maybe it's just a waste of time, because it will take many dates only to kiss her, and maybe thousands of dates to have sex with this girl. And so I was already understanding it from the beginning, and so maybe I was saying, oh, I will not go to this date, but I was thinking, do it for the reference, do it anyway. So you will have more experience, and you will become good fast. Remember that every experience is good unless you die. Okay, there is always something to learn out of every approach you do, out of every date that you have, out of every relationship that you have. So every experience is good unless you die. Okay. Let's talk about another mindset. So nobody cares about you, no one knows that you exist, and everybody are focused on their own inner dialogue. So what does it mean? Many people have this like a syndrome that I don't know how to call it, like the VIP syndrome. Let's call it like this. That many people think, oh, if I go out, everybody will watch me. If I approach a girl in the street, everybody will watch me. Really? Are you a VIP? People, when you go outside, they come to ask you to selfie together and or those kind of things. If you have 2 million of followers on Instagram, if you're a public figure, okay, I can understand, but you will not have those problems, and probably there are no people like this in this video course. So you are not a VIP. Nobody cares about you. Nobody is thinking about you. And also I can give you the example, for example, in Milan, in Italy, is the city where I did most part of my experience starting from June 2015 until I think May to 2021. So I don't know, what is it, 6 years? So 6 years from 2015 until 2019, like almost every day. The first year every day, the first 4 years almost every day, and then I started focusing more on teaching. But with live courses, I was there in the Duomo area of Milan basically every day or almost every day. So I spent like 6 years almost every day in the same place. Yeah, Milan, it's a big city. There are more than 1 million of people. But if I stay in the same place every day for 6 years, someone maybe will notice me. No, never happens something like that. And I was approaching girls every day. I was bringing other guys to approach girls there in live courses. I started in 2021. I started getting noticed from people that they were following me from YouTube. But it's a different thing. If I become a public figure, and so people that lives there, they recognize me. Okay, but it's just this is just an example. So there is nobody there in the street waiting for you to go to approach a girl and saying, "Ha! I just saw you. You are a loser, and what are you doing approaching her? You're such a loser," or those kind of things. So it's just like I was talking about this at the beginning of this lesson, I think, or maybe we'll talk about it in the lesson about fear of being judged. It's everything in your head. Nobody is watching you. Nobody is caring about you. Okay, so everybody are focused on their own inner dialogue, because you're thinking that everybody is watching you, but what other people are thinking actually? They are all thinking the same. They are all thinking, oh, everybody's watching me, I should stay with my hands in my pocket to look cool. Maybe if you, I don't know, if you use public transport in your city, and maybe you're standing in a bus or in the subway, and you think, oh, maybe I should stay with my arms crossed, if I'm with my hands in my pocket to look cool. Nobody's watching you, nobody cares about you. Okay, one example that I heard in 2015 when I started learning those things. No, I don't remember exactly, but there was like this guy that was teaching that, and he was saying that once he was in LA, in Los Angeles, and he saw a naked man running next to cars in the street, and that's it. Nobody will think about it the second time. Like you will just see a naked man running in the street. And you will say, "Oh, a naked man. What's the naked man?" And then you will keep going with your car, and you will not think about this thing in another moment. Now I'm thinking about it to explain a concept, but he went back home and he was not thinking about this. He just did this example to explain this concept. Also, as I already told you in the lesson, in the previous lesson about exercises, if you watch videos of people that make pranks in the street, like extreme things, people that go to sing in the street, people that go to scream in the street, don't do it. But it's a good example. If you scream in the street, everybody will watch you for 1 second, and then everybody will keep walking. So even if you do extreme things, like everybody is watching you for 1 second, and they will keep just walking and doing their daily life. So nobody cares about you, no one knows that you exist, so just approach, nobody will care about you. And this is also helpful, because when you do something potentially embarrassing in public, everything forget it after 3 seconds. So maybe, I don't know, you are walking in the street and you slip in I don't know, because maybe, I don't know, the floor is wet or those kind of things, and you slip, I don't know, maybe you are not falling, so you are able to not fall. And you think, oh my God, everybody just saw what I did, everybody's watching me, everybody's thinking bad about me. No, nobody is watching you. And this is helpful if you understand it, because you will keep thinking about this for the whole day. Oh, this morning I slept in the street because when I was going to work, and now probably everybody is thinking about this, everybody is laughing with their friends about this. No, everybody forget it after 3 seconds, so stop thinking that everybody is watching you, you're not a VIP. Another mindset that is very useful, that I was using at the beginning, is reminding to myself that I will not see this girl again, especially if you approach girls in the day, okay? Especially if you are in a big city. But also if you are in a small city. We already talked about those things in the lesson about where to find girls, so we will not talk about it again here. So you will not see this girl again, especially if it's a city where there is a lot of tourism. So you will not, and especially that day. And if you're going out every day, doing 30 approaches every day, and you are maybe in a city that it's not super big, there is not so much tourism, maybe you will see this girl again, maybe, I don't know, 1 week later, 1 month later. Sometimes can happen, and so what? Nothing bad happened. Now I will just give you a quick example. I remember, I don't know which year it was. It was, I think, 2016 or 17, that I approached this girl in the street. I got rejected. Then I saw her again, but I didn't recognize her, and I went to talk to her, and she told me, "Oh, you already approached me a few days ago." And And so, but she was a little bit more happy than a few days ago. She was smiling, she was responding well, but in my head, I already got rejected, so I went away. Then I don't know, a few weeks later or something like that, I don't remember. I approached her again because I was approaching every day, so I was not remembering this girl. And I approached her again. She told me, "Oh, you again," but with a very big smile. She was very happy. And in my mind, I was like, I already got rejected, so I went away again. And then I realized, but she was very happy. She was smiling. She was responding well. Why I just went away? So it's also, if you are approaching the same girl again after weeks, after a month, after 1 year, it's not sure that she will reject you again. Maybe you just approached her in a day that she was in a bad mood. Okay, but in general, you will not see this girl again. If you're approaching girls in the day, if you're not going out every day, if you're going out only once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, you will not see the girl again. And especially, you will not see her again the same day. Okay, so stop worrying about this. In a club, yeah, you can see this girl again, but the girl, she's focused on something else. This is all fear of being judged. We will talk about it in the next lessons. And actually, for clubs, it's helpful to approach again the same girl in a different moment of the night, because her mood, it's changing during the night. She's more excited at the end of the night. Usually, maybe she already kissed another guy, but that guy, she's a loser. She is only able to kiss the girl, but is not able to take her home and have sex. Very typical situation of guys in a club. And then maybe you can approach her in the second part of the night and take her home and have sex, but like, we will not talk about it now in this lesson. If the club is very big, probably you will not see her again. So because if you're not seeing her again, why you're so worried? You don't have to have the conversation again with her. You don't have to feel embarrassed, because maybe in a social circle, yeah, you're approaching a friend and you get rejected and you have to see her every day in the social circle. Yeah, I understand that it is embarrassing, that type of situation, but we are talking about cold approach in this case. So it's the worst thing to start practicing in a social circle, because you don't have girls. Okay, and if you have girls, there are not enough girls, so we will not talk about here. So I'm talking about cold approach. So you will not see the girl again, so stop worrying about this. Then another mindset is this is very powerful if you can use it, if you are able to use it, and remember to listen again this lesson to reprogram your mind with those mindset. So what if she is the next girl ... What does it mean? What if she's the next girl that you will have a date with? What if she's the next girl that so when you see a girl in the day, in the night, or wherever you are, and you are not going to talk to her, and you're thinking, should I go? Should I do not go? Think about it. What if she's the next girl that I will have a date with? What if she's the next girl I will have sex with? What if she's the next girl that I will go on vacation with? What if she's the next girl that I will... what if she's my next girlfriend? What if she's my wife? Because one day it will happen that you will approach a girl, and after a while she will become your girlfriend, she will become your wife. So at a certain point it will happen, and you are losing opportunities every single day. Sometimes I think about it. I take many opportunities when I go out, but sometimes I think about it when I'm not going out. I'm thinking maybe I'm not going out, and if I was going out, maybe I was approaching the girl that will become my future girlfriend, my future wife, or those kind of things. Okay, so think about it, and now I will give you examples to understand that this thing is super real. The first girl I had a date with, it was the 2 of January of 2016, but I approached her a few days before, so at the end of 2015. And I remember at that time I was still dealing with approach anxiety, and so I said to myself, when I will arrive in field, so it was during the day, when I will arrive in field, I will approach immediately the first girl I will see, because I was doing every day just walking and not approaching girls for hours, and then doing only one approach before going home. And so that day I said to myself, when I will arrive, I will approach immediately the first girl I see. I arrived in field in Milan. and I saw two girls going in two opposite directions. So I was thinking very fast, and I went to one of those two girls, and that one, she became the first girl I had a date with. She became the first girl I kissed in my life. And what if I was going to the other girl? Okay, maybe I will still be with that girl. I don't think, but I don't know. Okay, well, what if I was arriving in field 1 minute after? Okay, so every day there are thousands of opportunities everywhere. Also, I don't know if to say it now. This is a thing about mindset in general, about life. That most alive people they end their life only experiencing the 10% of what it was available. So and those are the most alive people, the people that try everything, that risk everything, that always try every opportunity, that always experience everything, that travel, they try different type of foods, they try everything. Okay, the most alive people, they experience only the 10% of what it is available. So imagine the people that always do the same thing for the rest of their life. That's why people are not happy, because they just take the 0.1% of life. But this is not the topic. My second girlfriend in 2019, I remember I approached her in the day, and I saw her from a distance because she was dressing very elegant. She was having red hair, and I saw her, but then it was very crowded, and so I lost her. And so I said I will just keep walking, and then after 10 minutes I saw her again. I went to talk to her. I had sex with this girl the same day after a few hours. And then we stayed together for a few months. We went also on vacation together, but we was not living in the same city. Also, at a certain point, the thing was over for the distance. But what if when I lost her there at the beginning, because I lost her in the crowd? What if I was going home, changing area? I would have lost this my second girlfriend. Also, the third girlfriend that I had. I approached her during a live course in Milan in June 2021. Yeah, in June 2021, just as a demonstration for a student, because he was saying, "No, I can't," many negative belief. So at a certain point, I said, "Okay, I will show you." But actually, this girl, I saw her at the beginning, just standing, but I was with this student, so we kept walking. But at a certain point, I saw her again, like after like more or less the same scenario of before. I saw her again after like 10 minutes, but I was with a student, and I was having many negative beliefs, so I did a demonstration, and I approached this girl, and I took her on an instant date, but I was on a live course, so I said to the student, "Follow me, I will show you," also with the microphone, so he was hearing the conversation. But I stayed with this girl like 30 minutes because I had to go back to the live course, and actually I could have had sex the same day, but I was busy with the live course. And then I had sex with this girl like at the first date. And what if I was not doing this demonstration to the student? Because usually in live courses I'm not approaching, because I have to be focused on the students. Sometimes if it's needed I just do a demonstration. But what if I was not doing it? Okay. And also the fourth girlfriend, that is the girl I'm with now, at the day I'm recording, and I approached her. The first time I went out to do approaching during the day here in Dubai, and I had the goal for that day to do 5 approaches, because I had many negative belief about approaching girls in the street in the day in Dubai, because it's a scenario that it's very different from every other city in the world. There are no videos on YouTube, no video course. I searched a lot on YouTube or on Google if someone was having a video of approaching girls in the street in the Dubai Mall in Dubai. If someone was having a video course, nothing. I haven't found anything, and actually nobody is approaching. It's only me. I'm the only person approaching girls in the Dubai Mall. So in the day in Dubai. And so I didn't know what to expect, if it was allowed, if maybe I was going to the jail for rules that I don't know. I was just I didn't know anything, so I did 5 approaches that day, and I reached my goal. Nothing happened. I was not going to the jail, And but I didn't get any number about from those 5 approaches. Then I was going home, and I saw this girl. It's the girl I'm with now, and I was thinking because I already did the 5 approaches that I wanted to do, and but I was already warmed up from that day, and I said to myself, it's a waste of time to not go to that girl, because I already talked with 5 girls, so I am already more warmed up with the conversation. So let's go. Don't waste this opportunity. But I was about to go home, so I was thinking, should I go, or just should I go to talk to her, or should I go home? Because I already did my 5 approaches that I wanted to do today, and I went to talk to this girl, and I did many dates with this girl to have sex with, and I'm still with her today. And sometimes I told to her that that day I was not sure if to go to talk to her or not. So the concept is, ask to yourself when you are in field, what if she's the next girl that I will have a date with? What if she's the next girl that I will have sex with? What if she's the next girl? Because if you are really able to use this mindset, it's very powerful. Remember that there are other potential timelines where you have a wonderful life, all the opportunities that you have every day, but you are not taking those opportunities. If you take one opportunity, you create another timeline, okay? And you will never know what happened, what will happen in that timeline. So why you choose to stay in the timeline where the girl of your dreams is in the bed of someone else? Because the girl that you will stay for the rest of your life, if this is your goal. So let's just make the example with this type of goal. The girl that you will be married with, probably she is already born. She's somewhere out there, and she's not coming to you. It's you that you have to go out and take opportunities and approach different girls. And if you are not doing anything, maybe you already met her in. It's crazy when you think about those things. Maybe you already met this girl in your daily life, but you just let this girl walking by without approaching her. So she's already outside somewhere, and if you're not taking opportunities, someday she will be in the bed. She's already in the bed of someone else. But if you start going out, taking opportunities, one day she will be with you. So why you choose to stay in this timeline? So start to go out and create opportunities, because every day there are thousands of opportunities everywhere in the day, in a club, everywhere you are. And also, this is also another crazy thing. It's all those things are a shift about mindset that I already told you. You have to listen again those mindset if you want to reprogram your mind with those informations. So for people that wants to have a family, so for people that wants to have kids, think about your future kids and about the fact that they will never be born if you don't wake up. So if you don't wake up and start going out and taking opportunities. So basically we can say that you are killing your kids, because they will never be born if you're not going out and starting taking opportunities. So when you are there in field, think about this. When you are at the beginning, and actually also when you are advanced, you cannot have so many mindset to think about. So choose one or two, maybe just one of those mindset, and try to think about this when you are in field, because you cannot think to all those things when you are in field. Another crazy thing to think about is how much does it cost to not take action? And I will give you a clear idea of this. Just for example, me the first year, from 2015 until 2016, so starting from zero, I did around 20 dates with 20 different girls, starting from zero. I kissed a few of them. I had sex with no girls in my first year. I started having sex with girls in my second year. Also because I was not studying, I was not learning the right informations, but this is another story. And but starting from zero, I had 20 dates, around 20 dates with 20 different girls. So if you are starting from zero, you are losing 20 girls every year as minimum. Okay, because if you become good, if you start going out, if you're learning the right information from this video course, if you're analyzing yourself, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, how many dates you want. I know a guy that he slept with like, I don't know, 400 or 500 girls in his life, and but like he started getting those results only in the last years, and so he's sleeping with like 100 girls every year or something like that, and he's doing like 2 dates every day. Okay, but he's doing only this. He's only going out every day, approaching girls in the day, in the night, on Tinder. So he's doing only this the whole day. So you can, if you do a lot, you can also potentially do 2 dates every day. Okay, so but this is like situations that are like only few people that have the time. They will have 2 dates every day. Okay, but this is just to give you an idea of what you can achieve if you do it like a full time every day, and you become an expert. But when I was at the beginning, I was doing 1, 2, 3, 4 dates every month, starting from zero when I was a beginner. Okay, so you are losing 20 different girls as a minimum every year. You're losing 1, 2, 3 dates every month. Do you really think that dating 20 different girls in 1 year, you will not find a good girlfriend? You will not have sex with, I don't know, 10 of those girls? Actually, when you become expert, you should have sex with at least 90% of the girls that you have a date with. Okay? Sometimes it can happen that you do a date that, I don't know, the girl, she's just wanted to waste your time, but when you become an expert, you will close 90%, at least 90% of the dates that you have. But let's just keep it as a beginner situation. So doing 20 dates in 1 year, do you really think that you will not have sex with at least one girl out of 20? 2 girls, 3, 4, 5 girls out of 20 dates? Okay, so this is the cost of not taking action. You're losing, I don't know, five girls that you will have sex with in 1 year. And now I will give you a specific example of a guy that did a live course with me in the Italian community in January to 2020. That he was 38 years old, and he never approached models, so girls that are very beautiful in Milan, in Italy. It's a city full of models, and he was always approaching girls, yeah, hot girls, cute girls, but and he was also he was having results. He was having sex with those girls, but he was never approaching the girls that he really wanted. He came to Milan to do the live course with me in 2020, and he did like only in 2 days. He did 3 instant dates, but let's not count the instant dates. He did 2 first dates, so with girls that he didn't know the day before starting the live course. And so, and this was just in a weekend. He did 2 first dates with 2 different models, because this was the kind of girl he was interested in. And I made him think about the situation of his life, because what if he did 2 dates in a weekend? So let's just say 2 dates in a week. So let's stay not so high, 2 dates in a week. So if you keep taking action, you can do, like the math say that you can do 8 dates in a month. Okay, and we're staying low, because if he was going out more, if he would be improved. Also, now I don't know which results he's having. I remember him only from the live course in 2020, and so 8 dates every month. This means that if you keep going out with the same frequency, you will do 96 dates in 1 year. Okay? Do you really think that you will not have sex with one girl in 96 dates? You will have sex also with more than one girl. And if you are expert, you will have sex, as I told you, with at least 90% of the dates that you have. Maybe you will not have sex at the first date, maybe you will have sex at the second date, at the third date, but out of these, let's say, 96 dates in 1 year, if you are expert, you will have sex with around, I don't know, 80 girls. It's a lot. But also, let's stay low with numbers. 96 dates. Also, if he was having like 50 dates, it's 1 date every week. Okay, if you are closing only half of those girls, you are having sex with 25 girls in 1 year. So this is the cost of not taking action. And he was not beginner, because he was already able to approach girls that are cute, but he was never approaching girls that he really wanted to. And he was 38 years old. He never approached a model in his life. And I made him think about that if you were starting at 18 years old, now you're 38, and you could have had 20 years of many dates, so 96 dates every year for 20 years. It's exactly 1920 dates in 20 years. We can also stay low with numbers. It's maybe 1000 dates in 20 years. Do you really think that in 1000 dates in 20 years you will not have sex if you become good with, I don't know, 900 girls? Okay, I understand that those numbers are super high, but it's just 2 dates every week. Okay, so this is the cost of not taking actions. There are many opportunities everywhere, and if you keep just staying as you are, if you keep not taking action, you are losing so many opportunities, and you will see it when you start taking action and getting results. Sometimes I think about it when I'm not going out. I'm thinking that so many girls that they are out now, and I'm not taking those opportunities. Another important thing to remember is that courage is a habit. Okay, so you have to force yourself to take action even if you're scared. We already discussed this thing in the previous lesson. Successful people do things despite how they feel. So you have to force yourself when you're, because courage, it's not being scared. Okay, so then you will arrive at a point where you remove your fears and you will be able to take action. But that is not courage. Courage is when you are scared and you're able to act anyway. Okay, so it's a little bit different, and you have to train yourself to be courageous. Okay, so you have to force yourself. People always don't understand that you have to force yourself. When you are doing something for the first time, you will not be able to do it naturally. So you have to force yourself, fight with yourself inside. Don't give up at the beginning. It's like with a diet. The first days of a diet that you are eating not so much. Now I'm not a nutritionist, so I will not go on details. But this is just a quick example. Maybe the first day of a diet you're not eating a lot and you feel a little bit more hungry, but you have to remind yourself, no, I don't have to order the I don't know, the cake with Nutella, I don't know, those kind of things. So you have to force yourself, fight with yourself. No, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do so. This is for the diet. But the same thing with the courage. You have to fight with yourself, change your inner dialogue. So you change your inner dialogue with repeating those informations. So you will reprogram your subconscious mind, and you can train this skill. So the courage, you can train this skill with everything in life. So when you are scared of something, force yourself to do it also outside of the area of success with women. Okay, and I realized like a few years ago when I was before starting teaching in the Italian community, that I paid a consultation with an expert for some things in the Italian community. I paid a consultation almost $3,000. In euros it was 2,500 euros. So in dollars it's like $3,000 for 1 hour of consultation, not about seduction, success with women, for something else that I will not tell you about. And I remember that I was very scared, spending $3,000 for 1 hour of consultation. I was very scared. But I realized that from the moment I decided to do from the moment I had the idea of doing the consultation to the moment I paid, it was just 1 hour. Okay, and I remember I was very scared also to talk with this person. It was a very important person, and I was very scared. But I realized that at that point, but I also realized this thing also in many other situations in the past. But I realized that I'm doing automatically things that I'm scared of. I don't have to think, because after a little bit it becomes a habit. Okay, but so you can train it also with other things in life, and then it will be easier to approach girls in I don't know, in cold approaching situations in the street. And also if you become courageous with approaching girls in the street, in a club, or wherever you want, also you will be more courageous in general in life. Okay, so you can train the courage in everything in life. Also remember that opportunities are always where you're not expecting. Okay, so when you see a girl in the street, in a club, or wherever you are, don't believe to what you're thinking, especially if you are a beginner, because many times I remember, I will just give you one example because I have thousands of examples. I will just give you one example that I remember. It was 2016 or 17, I don't remember, and I saw this beautiful girl. She was a model, she was an Italian model, in Milan, in Italy. And one of my friends, he pointed this girl. He told me, "Oh, go to talk to this girl." And I said, "Really? No, she's too much," because she was like super like beautiful, and she was also walking very fast. But I did it anyway, so do it for the reference. And I went to talk to this girl. She stopped. She was not in a hurry. She was just just walking. Many girls, they just walk fast. They are not in a hurry. Okay, so remember also this thing. And she stopped to talk with me. I talked to her for like 20 minutes, and we had a date the following day. And we had like different dates, like five dates. But I had like back at that time I was not very expert, so I lost her. Actually, at a certain point I just stopped texting her because she wanted to go out with me. She still wanted to go out with me, but at a certain point I was just useless because I knew that I did all the mistakes that I didn't have to do. And actually I met her again like 2 years after in the street. She approached me and we went in another first date, but 2 years after I was more expert and everything went well. So the concept is that I was not expecting that she was stopping. I was thinking, oh, she's too much. And she stopped to talk with me. Actually, she was going to meet his boyfriend, but she told me that the relationship was going very bad, that she wanted to leave the boyfriend. So we met the following day, and so everything that I just told you. So opportunities, remember, that are always where you are not expecting. So maybe you think that a girl, she's in a hurry and she's just walking normally because she used to walk fast. Maybe a girl, she's just standing and you think that, I don't know, that she's waiting his boyfriend, that she's busy watching the phone. Maybe she's just a tourist watching Google Maps to understand where she is. Okay, so don't believe to the things that you're thinking, especially when you're a beginner. Okay, so opportunities are always where you're not expecting. Also, another thing that is important to remember is that you are here not to maintain an image. You are here to make a change. You have to already understand this thing at the beginning. You have to be okay with yourself that people around you, they will see you differently. Okay, because then we will talk about it in the next lessons when we will talk about the fear of being judged. But many times you go out, you are in a club, you are in the street, and you are not going to talk to a girl because you are scared of other people watching you. But what's the point? You are here to change yourself, and it's a positive thing to change because many people they have a negative belief when we talk about changing yourself. You're not changing yourself. This is also another big topic that we will not talk about it here. But you're not changing yourself. You are improving yourself. Okay, you're not changing in a totally different person or those kind of bullshit. You're improving yourself. Okay, so you have to be comfortable. You already have to understand it at the beginning. You are not here to maintain an image. Okay, people that go in a club and they just try to look cool, the James Bond, so drinking the cocktail, just staying in the corner, dancing in a not too extrovert way, or those kind of things. And people are scared that, oh, if I go to approach a girl, then I will lose my image of James Bond in a club. Okay, so you're not here to maintain an image. You are here to, also another thing is, leave your ego at the door of your house when you're going out. Okay, it's a big topic. We will also explain all those things in the next lessons when we will talk about fear of being judged. So you have to be okay with yourself that other people around you, they will see you differently. So you're not here to maintain an image. You are here to change. Remember, also, this is like the last thing and the most important thing, that if you really are able to have this mindset, if you are really able to implement this mindset in your life through your subconscious mind, you will really change your life. Because remember that you have a deadline, okay? You will not live forever. And this is a very big topic, maybe I will talk about this more on details in another video course, maybe about personal development, because this is a thing more about personal development. So let's just talk about it in a way that you will understand, but it's a very big topic. So you have a deadline, you will not live forever. Now I will talk just 1 second to people that are young, people that are 18, 20 years old. So if you're young, don't believe to people that failed in their life, telling you that, oh, you're young, you have time. I heard this thing now I'm not anymore 18 or 20, but I remember I was hearing those kind of things when I was 18, 20, 21. I don't remember what was the age that I stopped hearing this thing. Maybe it was 23, I don't know. But if you're 18, 20, 21, 22, maybe you for sure you can relate, and you will hear many people around you saying, oh, you are young, you have time, don't think about that, you only live once, all those kind of bullshit from people that failed in their life. It's actually those years that are super important, because if you start, like I don't know, at 18, 20, you will start going to university, you will start having a job, maybe you will have, I don't know, a girlfriend, and you're not able to have a successful relationship, and you will lose, I don't know, a few years. I don't know, it will happen, the coronavirus happen, and you lose, I don't know, 2 years, or those kind of things, and between something and something else, you just wake up that you have 30 years old, that you are 40, that you are 50. So people that are watching now this video course, and if you are 30, 40, 50, how it happened that you are at 30, 40, 50 or 50 years old, that you don't have the skills to approach new girls, to have sex with new girls whenever you want, that you don't have the skills for having the perfect girlfriend that you want. Because when you were 18, 20, you said to yourself, or you believed to this bullshit from other people, you believed to, oh, I have time. And then you wake up and you are 30, 40, 50. Okay? So for people that are young, start now. Don't believe to people. I was also thinking this thing. I remember when I was 18 years old that I started approaching girls in the street when I was 18 or 19. I think 19. But I remember when I was 18, I was saying to myself the excuse, and I can understand it now today. I was telling to myself, it's too early. I will start later. It's too early. Okay, so do everything that you can when you're young. If you're not young, you still have the time. You can change, you really can change a lot your life in a few months, in 1 year. In 1 year you can do a lot. Okay, so even if you're 30, 40, 50, in only 1 year, also in a few months, it depends on how much you practice, how much you learn, how much you analyze yourself, and it's just a matter of time. But in a few months or 1 year, you can change a lot from your life, especially with success with women. For example, in the business, it's usually longer, the process from going to zero to results. Okay, so just an example. Also with fitness, also I think it's more or less with like success with women. You can have great results also in few months, also in 1 month. But in my experience, and also in the experience of other people that I know that they are having a successful business, usually it takes longer for business, for having results. With success with women, with fitness, you can have results in few months. You really can change a lot in few months. So always about this topic, about remembering that you have a deadline, that you will not live forever. The life expectancy average in the world is 78 years old. In US it's 78 years old, in Italy it's 83 years old, but the average in the world it's 78 years old. So this means that some people usually live longer, some people in other countries, usually it depends. Sometimes some people they die that they are young, some people they die that they are old, so it depends. The average in the world is 78 years old. So, but let's analyze it a little bit better, because you don't have 78 years to enjoy your life with girls. So usually it's the years from, like, I'm just doing an average from 18 years old until 50. Okay, so maybe even before you will be married, you will have a girlfriend. Then it depends of what is your goal. So maybe you want to stay single for your entire life and having sex with 10,000 girls in your entire life. You can do it. So it depends on what is your goal. But usually people have the goal to have a girlfriend, to have a wife for the long term. Maybe it's just a moment in your life that you want to have sex with many girls. And actually, I don't know if we will talk about it in this video course. that actually you have to do first experience, take a lot of action, make a lot of experience, having sex with, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls, 10 girls before getting a girlfriend, because you will have a girlfriend from a point where you're not needy. Okay, so it's a long topic. So you should not get in a relationship with the first girl that you're having sex with. So, but this is another long topic. So let's just say from 18 years old until 50 years old. So it's 32 years of time to go out, enjoy your dating life, having sex with many girls, also trying different relationships to find at the end the girl that you want for your life. Maybe you will be married before, so you have 32 years of time to do this. But actually, for a person that is 18 years old, so apply this thing for the age that you have. So if you are 20, 30, 40 or 50, okay, you can also do something if you are 50, but of course you have less time. So 1/3 of the day, on average, 8 hours every day, you use those hours for working, for studying. And it depends for people that go to university, but most part of the people that will watch this video course, probably they have a job. And 8 hours every day, on average, you're using it for working. And in these 32 years of time, 8 hours every day means around 10 years full time. 10 years working non-stop, okay? Another third of the day, it's the sleeping time, okay? So on average, people sleep 8 hours every day. Then people sleep 7, 6 hours, people sleep 9, 8, 9, 10 hours, average 8 hours every day. So this is another third of your life. So in these 32 years of time, it's another around 10 years that it will be gone for sleeping, okay? So when you really think about this on the expectancy of life of 78 years, in 78 years, I don't know, 20, 30 years, it's the time for sleeping. It's a lot. We don't live actually 78 years. We live, I don't know, 50, 60 years, because then around 20 or something like that years, we use it for sleeping. Okay, of course you have to sleep, so don't try to sleep less, because it's bullshit to sleep 4 hours per night. Yeah, of course, try and then you will see. So in those 32 years that you have the time for enjoying your dating life, your sexual life, already around 21 years are gone for working and sleeping. Okay, so you only have remaining around 10, 11 years for everything else if you are 18. Okay, but of course you also need the time for eating, the time for going to work, for going back to work, to go out with friends, for your passions, for your hobby, for everything that you have in your life if you are 18. Okay, so let's say that you are 30, 40. If you are 30, you have around 7 years of full time for doing the other things that you want in life. But of course, as I told you, you need the time for eating, for going to your job, to going back to your job, for going to the gym, to everything else that you have in your life. So if you really think about it, if you really count the time that you have, you will find out that you will not have so much time if you don't start paying attention to how you use your fucking time. Okay, so wake the fuck up and go out and talk with that girl. Would you like to discover the Italian system that has enabled over 1,400 men in the last 5 years to approach girls live and have sex with them almost always on a first date? If so, access the new program From the Approach to the Bedroom, which includes also my direct support. Access 60% off until March 21. Click on the link in the description for more information.